Hello everybody, I am back with a daily puzzle for intermediate challenge. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the puzzle from the last video. So this was white to play and checkmate in 3 moves. So, let's see how we can do this. So the first thing we want to look at is checks. So how many checks does white have? Well, let's see. A7 is a check and knight d7 is a check. Let's have a look at both of them. First, let's have a look at knight d7 check. Well, so now black has 2 options. The first one is king a8. Is this good? Not really, because this is just moving the king and white should be in control. But obviously the better choice is just taking the free knight, and black could even possibly win this position. So that obviously means knight d7 is out of the question, which means our only move is a7. Now, is this the best move? Well, we're about to find out. So, after a7, black has 2 moves. 1, king to a8, and 2, knight takes a7. Well, let's see what happens after both. But before that, let's see if white has any other moves that can possibly help him in this situation, like captures and threats. Well, in this position, if you look, both knights are coordinating well with the pawns to checkmate the black king. So we immediately realize that there should be some check combination that checkmates the king, and that's why checks is the most important things, and that's why a7 is the correct answer. Well, so let's look at the 2 lines. So knight takes a7. Now we looked at the checks again. Knight d7 once again just completely falls to bishop takes d7. Now, does he have any of the checks? Yes, he has pawn takes knight. But this necessarily isn't the best move. Why? We're about to find out. Now, in this case, black has 2 pawns and a bishop against 2 knights and a pawn. And if black is able to trade this pawn, one of these pawns, for this pawn, then black holds a draw. And that's obviously not good for white, since we're trying to win. And is there any way to really win? To be honest, not really. White maybe can win, but it's going to be a long struggle. And we can easily avoid this with a quicker checkmate. So that comes back to our other move, knight to a6 check. So, obviously, black's only option is king to a8. And now we have a few checks. We have knight to c7. Let's have a look at knight to c7. Well, to be honest, this just repeats the position back where we are. But the sweet pawn to b7, checkmating with a pawn, is checkmate. And that's the quickest way to win. Now let's have a look at what happens if he plays king to a8 instead. Well, here the case is not much different. Once again, let's look at the checks. So the only check is b7. But now black simply has king takes a7 and he is safe. So we have to imagine if this knight was on c7, that would be checkmate. So how can he get there? e6 to c7 and a6 to c7. Which one's better? Well, not knight e6 because of bishop takes e6. So therefore, knight to a6 is winning and white is completely winning. Black has nothing to stop knight to c7. If he takes on a7, it's just a transposition to our previous line, and white wins the game. That's all the puzzle for today. This is white to play and checkmate in 3 moves. Good luck solving the puzzle, my friends, and if you're enjoying my videos, do not forget to like and subscribe. Until the next video, bye bye everybody.